Hey guys, it's Nurse Mel. Thanks for tuning in. Whoever's just now figuring out or seeing my channel, thanks for watching. Um, so I kind of just wanted to give a quick update on how things have been going. Um, so this is I want to say, I'm going on a month, but technically it's only been 3 weeks. Today was the ending of my 3 weeks. So this was my first like 3 day like back to back. Crazy. Like I'm like, okay, let me do this video real quick before I knock out because I'm tired. I'm gonna take a shower and knock out. I'm gonna bathe and knock out. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I know there's probably a lot of new grads or people or students that are just now finishing nursing school, sitting for the NCLEX, trying to figure out what they want to do, what specialty or whatever. So I'm on med surge. I probably said it before, but I'm on a med surge floor. I personally made that decision because they were offering. So I'm like, okay, I hear med surge, is a good place to start out, and I'm fresh out, brand new. So yeah, it's a lot. It's hard. Like I know like I really wanted to be a nurse because I feel like that was in my heart, and that's something that I've always wanted to do from when I was younger. And I've always like helped people. Like I'm a helper. Like I love to help people and just make people feel good and do my part in society or the world. But yeah, it's really hard. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's a lot. Time management, is a big thing. And I feel like time management and organization, and I feel like that's very important for being an RN. And it's really hard for me to kind of get that all together. Like I know a lot of people say like, oh, well, you're new. Even people who are seasoned or who's been an RN, like they have an issue. But I don't know, these last few weeks have been really tough for me, and I like to hear different perspectives of other people who are brand new just like me and who started working. And like, I like to hear like how their preceptor is with them and stuff like that. So I don't know, I kind of feel behind a little bit. Like I love my preceptor, she's really good. And I've precepted with another person. Like if there's a day that I can't do, because I've already had days that was scheduled as far as like doctor's appointments and stuff like that, so I have to like adjust my days accordingly. So I've been with another preceptor who is also great. Like that's one thing I could say, like my floor is awesome. All the people there are very friendly, they're very welcoming. That's one thing that I'm very like blessed for. Like they're very nice. But as far as like transitioning into the role of a RN, is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like, am I good enough? Like, am I smart enough? Because, like, I feel like I just finished taking NCLEX and I don't remember nothing. Like, mind you, I passed NCLEX 75 questions or whatever the case may be. That don't mean nothing. 75, 200, 265, 185, like, it really doesn't matter. But, like I don't remember anything, and I feel kind of like I'm beating myself up because it's like, Mel, like you supposed to notice like what's going on, like little stupid stuff I feel like I'm doing. And I'm like, why did I do that? Like why did I not double check that? Or you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I'm like beating myself up. And I have other friends who are very supportive. One of my friends, she's like, listen, you've been on the floor for 3 seconds, like relax. And I don't know, I just feel like hearing from other people's experiences who's been like 3 weeks or a month in, I feel like they're further than me as far as like having patience. Because like when you're first transitioning, when you're first like a new orientee, they get you first. You have like the regular classroom orientation, and then then you go on the unit, and then once you're on the unit you kind of like progress. And as you progress, then they want you to have like patients on your own or whatever, which I get, yes, because especially on med surg, like you could have, let's be real, you could have 10 patients by yourself. Like let's keep it 100. Like you could have 10 patients by yourself. So I get that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, which I'm really grateful for my preceptor because she understands that aspect of it. Like, yeah, you can give me like one or two patients to kind of care for and then kind of progress, but it's like, I'm new. Like, it's certain things that I might think is right, but it may not be right. You know what I mean? So I like for my preceptor to be there, which she's very good with that. So far, like everything I'm doing, meds, everything, like she allows me to do it and allows me to be independent, but she's also there like watching me. So like I'm talking out everything. I feel like that's what's helping me. Like I'm talking out everything while I'm doing it. So it's like in my head, and she's also like drilling stuff in my head, which like I love. But yeah, like I feel like people or whatever, like whoever, like they don't prepare you for a new grad nurse. Like the transition period is real. Like it's hard, and it makes you second guess yourself. Like, I hear people saying like they break down, blah blah blah. Like I haven't gotten to that point. Like it'll be some point where like it'll be sometimes where I'm like really like frustrated. I'm kind of like, oh man, like it's like I want to cry but I can't. You know what I mean? So I guess I've gotten to that point already. And it's like, again, like, am I good enough? Like, am I smart enough? Am I ready to take this on? You know what I mean? And it's kind of like I worked so hard for this exact point in time in my life. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to lose my license, which I've worked so hard for, sleepless nights, like everything. I've worked so hard to get my license for me to just mess it up in like 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I think a part of me is just being afraid too. So I don't know. Like I know this is what I want to do, but then, I feel like being new in the back of my head, I'm just like, is this really for me? Like, but I guess, like, I'm just going to see how it goes moving forward. Orientation, I believe, is supposed to be 3 months. And of course, in probably many hospitals, they want to speed it up, which they're, you know, trying to speed it up. But, I don't want nobody to rush me or anything like that. And for you guys as well, like, my advice is to just take your time. Know that you're gonna make mistakes or whatever the case may be. Hopefully, I'm praying to God that not detrimental mistakes, obviously, but just take things one day at a time and not like beat yourself up. And priority organizations and just get in a routine. I feel like once you get the routine and the basics, then it would kind of make sense. And I feel like I'm at that point. Like I'm in like a fork where I'm like, I kind of know the routine, but it's like I still need it to be like reinforced, and I still need to be 100% independent on like all the patients and know what I need to do for them and follow up with doctors and everybody else. It's a lot of work. But yeah, so I wanted to just say that. And if you're not comfortable with something, don't have nobody, preceptor, whoever, don't have nobody like force you to do something and like you're not comfortable. Like, if they trying to just throw you off to the wolves, like don't let that happen. You know what I mean? Take your time, ask questions, dumb, stupid, whatever questions. Like my behind, I ask questions all the time. Like I don't care how dumb the question is. I'll be like, what does CA mean? What does high five mean? Huh? What's this? Like, I'm asking questions because I'm brand new. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, there might be some people who you've probably started orientation with and, maybe they had prior experience or whatever the case may be. So, like, they already know at least, like, a lot of the med terminologies, you know what I mean? And in nursing school, yeah, you see it, but is 1,000% different from being in school memorizing or having stuff drilled in you compared to real life. Like real life, I feel like being a new grad nurse is like, I feel like you're starting over, so to speak. It's kind of like nursing school but outside. Like, or not, like, I don't know, but it's the real deal. So I feel like you're starting over from square one. So at least that's from a couple people that I've been talking to who are well seasoned. They say, like, don't feel bad, you'll forget things, and you're kind of just relearning everything, and you have to learn how to like apply it, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's my spiel. Like, you know don't give up, you know what I mean? Unless, like, like, oh, 1,000%, like, this is not for me, let me just go to another field. But some people, you you need thick skin. I feel like at the end of the day, you need thick skin. A lot of people take things personal, and they say, oh well, this person was mean to me, or they had an attitude and they didn't make me feel. Like, who cares? At the end of the day, you're just there to do your job and do it to the best of your ability, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's an important thing. Like, don't take things personal. Like, and if you do, like, you'll probably get eaten alive, because patients, like, these patients is coming from all over. Like, I'm in the city, so my patients is coming from the city. They coming from the streets. Like, they coming from all over. So they gonna talk to me any old way, and I'm gonna have to do, you know what I mean? I have to still be professional and know how to approach the situation appropriately. Like, I need to know how to handle myself, and also know not to take anything personal. So that's also another thing. That's like a great advice I would like to give to. But yeah, so I'm just taking things day by day. This is end of week 3. Like I said, I think, yeah, week 3 on the unit. So I'm starting week 4 next week. I did 3 days back to back. Them 3 12-hour shifts. Listen, it's rough. It's rough. Like, rough. Like, because I remember before, and I'm like, as a nursing grad, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm going to do a whole bunch of 3-day shifts all the time. Like, it's lit. Like, I'm going to do 3 days and have the 4-day week. Like, no, it is tough. Like, to be alert and oriented times 3 in nursing terms, like, for 3 days straight or 4 days straight, 12-hour shifts, like, it's a lot, because you have to always constantly, like, you're thinking, like, you're doing a lot of thinking, you're critical thinking, you have to think 10 steps ahead, you have to revise things. Like, it's a lot that's going on. So these 3 days was, boy, it was rough. So I'm a knockout after this. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience for, all the new grad nurses who may be doubting themselves or thinking that nursing is not for them. Like, just take things day by day. Like, they say the first, like, 5 years is going to be rough, but I feel like the first year to 2 years is maybe like the most extreme. Like, it's very rough because everything is brand new. So I would just say, just make it through orientation, do day by day, and hopefully that's what I'm praying for. Hopefully by the 2.5-3 month mark, I'll be semi okay, where I'm able to function independently and carry a patient load. So that's my goal. And I'm encouraging you guys, while I'm also encouraging myself, because I've definitely been beating myself up these last 3 weeks. Like, so I'm encouraging you guys, and I'm also encouraging myself. So I hope things go well for you guys. For all my new nurses who are just starting out fresh like me, brand new. Yeah, so just let me know if you guys have any comments or, any advice. Because I am orientating on the day, but I was hired as overnight, so ultimately I'll be overnight. So by, what is this, April, May, so by June, I'll be doing 7 p.m., 7 a.m. So if anybody, new, old, seasoned students, whatever, if you guys have any advice or tricks for overnight, let me know, because I'm going to be transitioning soon, which I'm kind of excited about, because this 7 in the morning, I don't get, like, you don't get no sleep. Like, I heard overnight you get a little bit more sleep, so I'm kind of like looking forward to that. Um, and then also I'm gonna start my BSN program too, so I'm gonna do another video for that, just to share my experience and whatnot. So yeah, so that's it. So I hope you guys got something from that. Don't give up, pray, take things day by day, don't beat yourself up, and just know that you can do it, you know what I mean? And don't take things personal. Not everything is personal. Like, not everything is about you. Like, people are just people, you know what I mean? They're not really out there to hurt your feelings, so to speak, or you know what I mean, make you feel this type of way. It's just people. Everyone's different. Not everyone is gonna think, act, or be like you. Nobody's you. So that's my thing. So I hope you guys enjoy, and you can subscribe below, and or give it a thumbs up, or both. And let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions. As a new nurse, like, I'm just going through this day by day, because I know there's plenty of other people that's in my same situation, my same shoes. So I just wanted to bring some light to that. So thanks again, you guys, for watching. Thanks.